what's the deal with where I get my protein from as a keto kind of guy? In case you're new to this channel, I'm Slick Nick, your personal keto bro. I'm not a doctor, a dietitian, a nutritionist, a personal trainer, just some random guy who's trying to get down to 17% body fat on keto. Let's face it, if it doesn't work, I'll stop doing it. People love to say, you should do your research first before doing this. This is my research, you're watching it, you're participating in it. We'll find out if it works. I'm not gonna keep doing something that doesn't work. So let's check out. Here lately, I just wanted to keep up with how many calories I'm doing a day. I'm still, the question, could I stay under 2,000 calories a day to kind of keep myself in a regular, slight caloric deficit while still getting the amount of fat that I need and the amount of protein that I need, specifically in that amount? The answer I am finding is actually yes. So if you've watched other videos I've done, I've broken down certain meals throughout the day, certain things I eat, you can see that ultimately it leaves me with a little bit left for my protein. Now granted, I have protein during the day when I break my fast with my 3 eggs specifically. That's where it really gets broken. But then I always have some kind of meat at dinner, and that's gonna change from day to day. So I'm just doing kind of a random example today of what I happen to be making for dinner. So on the average day, not counting the meat that I have, I'm looking at 1,591 calories, 167.5 grams of fat, 58 carbs, which keep in mind, 58, that's including some vegetables with high fiber, so I'm not letting that bother me. The goal is 25 to 50, and when I say 58, I'm probably counting more calories than I needed to for the few blueberries. I kind of overshot it, but that was just my honest findings. And then 45 grams of protein. But ideally, I want to have double the amount of fat than I do protein. So not including the meat that I would have at dinner, 167.5 grams of fat and 45 grams of protein. So obviously we need to bring up the fat higher. If we're looking at what, basically nearly 170 grams of fat, we want to have closer to, like, I don't know, maybe 75, 80 grams of protein. Really, 75 is my goal. That's what I want. I'm not trying to do a gram for every pound that I weigh back when I was doing the whole protein heavy thing. Now that I'm keto, I'm looking for actually half the amount of protein that I was used to be aiming for, and now I'm just looking for about 75 grams. So knowing that I'm doing the 45 with the eggs and the nuts that I have earlier in the day, here's what I'm happy to be making for dinner tonight. So I'm going to have, this is my favorite brand of turkey burgers. Why not beef? Well, sometimes I'm willing to do it, but the amount of fat and calories and everything is so much higher that I found that the numbers are better for just turkey burgers. So 15 grams of fat and 25 grams of protein. Of course, that's a higher amount of protein than fat. However, I'm also gonna be doing bacon, this particular bacon, 6 grams of fat and only 2 grams of protein per serving. So I'm gonna have some of that on there. And then of course I'm gonna be cooking that in some grass-fed butter. That's gonna be 12 grams of fat and 100 calories. So that's what I'm gonna do to kind of even out the numbers, just to kind of give you an idea of how I'm getting that extra protein. But ultimately, I'm not focused heavy on protein. I'm looking for twice the amount of fat and then protein. And I'm doing my best to kind of balance those numbers. Your comments belong right here.